Big up Great Amazement, Butch Band and dancing. Take the word and pass.
Now, Shahida, welcome to the stage. Meet Miss Nicola, the producer, the organizer, the founder, Boston JerkFest. Welcome to the live, Shahida.
Hello, sis. You are doing a fabulous job. I'm listening to all that. You're presenting. You said it's a 2 day, and I came in a little bit late, so I missed the date of your Jerk Fest.
July 12th and July 13th.
Okay, so next
Next
weekend.
weekend.
Oh, that's
This
awesome.
weekend,
Oh, yeah, this weekend because it's Sunday, right? This
yeah.
weekend.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So, and how long have you been doing this?
This will be our 11th presentation. We had 1 year that was a virtual jerk fest. I think the first in the
I
world
heard
and
that
maybe
part.
the only one.
Shahida,
That's
let me tell you something.
phenomenal.
Like you said, you missed the first part, but like I said, the crowd capacity is so. I was there taking pictures, and I was like, I'm tired. I was taking. I couldn't take pictures of everybody, yo.
Hmm.
And the amazing thing is, it's something that you and your child or children can go to and enjoy because, like Nicola said, there is something for everyone, the young and the elderly people. So it's something, and I would say, you know, the amazing thing about the event, this lady promoter here, she doesn't say, "Hey, you are too small of a hack to have me on." You get me? Because I can remember clearly 3 years ago when I tried to message her, and I never got back that same response. She's always busy, so I can understand. But I decided, hey, I'm just gonna do a promo, and I start promoting like crazy. I'm the promo king. So
You
they reach
are.
out to me, and when they reach back to me, and I say, like, she was like, "Oh, how much do we owe you?" And I'm like, I'm cool. I just want to perform. And she said, "No, no, Messiah, we still got to give you something, man." And she watched me grow, not just only watch, she helped me to grow. You get me? And I can live with that testimony, from then till this day. And I've evolved into a more giant now because you see me going all over state to state, and I got to say, thanks to Boston Drug Fest, now clocking over 12,000 views without paid promo. So it's a good look.
It was so
I've
great
been
to
to the
have you.
Caribbean Festival many times. I have
You
not
need to
been
be at this
to.
one if you don't have nothing on your agenda before, because
I
I know you're a busy
feel
person.
like I need to bring my grandson. I mean, I have not been, and this is in Cambridge, right?
This is actually Boston. It started in the South End, and
Okay.
then we went to the Roxbury for 1 year while we were in transition for a new location, and we presented it in the parking lot of Haley House,
Hmm.
and then the following year, then we had the pandemic, so we went virtual, and we secured a spot over at the Harvard Athletic Complex, and so it's Boston side of Harvard,
Hmm.
and it's close to Cambridge as well as Boston, but it's in Alston, Massachusetts,
Okay.
and it's that's really important to us to maintain the festival in Boston.
Hold one
It's
moment. I'm just going for a quick break, real quick. I'll be back in less than a minute.
They say it's a free world, free speech. Fear not. If you've got your story to share, there's a global audience anticipating to hear. Be bold, be truthful, tell them precisely. Join us on youtube.com, Great Amaziah, for the TDP Show, Sundays at 5 p.m. And this is not about just interviewing artists only, but we want to interview everybody. Players of instruments, comedians, poets, actors, actresses, dancers, people with talents who now get fair share. And remember, it's all about honesty, the truth about your opinion. We want the world to know. Amaziah the Great, tell them precisely.
Wow.
I think you're only like maybe the third in my lifetime, and I'm kind of old. That
Wow.
I've met another Superman.
Maybe you
I know
related.
it's
You don't look
common.
identical.
Hmm?
Maybe you related. You look identical.
If you seen my father, it could be.
That's
Okay.
that's what she said.
No, it's not. But yeah, I saw you at the poetry Amaziah's poetry night too, and you were awesome. The young lady you were with as well, awesome. I was very impressed.
Oh, that's Bliss. She's on watching from a distance. Bliss,
Mm-hmm.
thanks for joining. Thanks for everyone who is on watching. Let me say hello to Bliss, my daughter Nyasha from Jamaica, Lori, and all the fans out there. Maximum respect.
Thank
And
you.
all the people on TikTok. Just the same. We're streaming on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, and on Twitter. Shahida, how have you been?
I've been well. Thank you for inviting me to speak. I'm very impressed with everybody here. Nicola, would I wish my co-host was here because she would definitely, and I hope she's listening, Tracy. She would definitely love the event that you're putting on, and I think Amaziah told you that we love to highlight young businesses, cultural events, especially cultural events between Massachusetts and Rhode Island. There's just like so much for Black people, people of color. I said, if you in this day and age can say that you live in a city and there's nothing for you, you are not looking.
That is so true. That is so true. And thank you for doing what you're doing and spreading the word about culture. And Solomon, it's so nice to meet you, and I can't wait to hear your talented poems.
They say it's a free world, free speech. Fear not. If you've got your story to share, there's a global audience anticipating to hear. Be bold, be truthful, tell them precisely. Join us on youtube.com, Great Amaziah, for the TDP Show. Sundays at 5 p.m. And this is not about just interviewing artists only, but we want to interview everybody. Players of instruments, comedians, poets, actors, actresses, dancers, people with talents who now get fair share. And remember, it's all about honesty, the truth about your opinion. We want the world to know. Amaziah the Great, tell them precisely.
Those who are just joining in, you are watching the TDP show with Amaziah the Great, the host, and you should know. We have Solomon, poet, and now an actor. He is with Team Great. We did a remarkable short movie for the Providence 48-hour film project, and that will be taking place this Tuesday, July 9th, and Wednesday, July 10th. Amaziah the Great film, The Jamaican Poet, which also features Shahida's co-host of Little State Big Voices. Her name is Tracey, SoVery Tracey. Maximum respect and thanks for participating. You and your son, you really did an amazing job. And it will be screened the 10th, when it's Wednesday the 10th of July. But do show up on the 9th also, people. I gotta say maximum respect and thanks to Mel Rainsberger, because she is the city producer for this event. And 40 people comes together, and 40 groups, I should say, came together, and my team and we did well. That's my friend from New York falling asleep, and that's Solomon again. And yeah, it was amazing. Pawtucket Poetry, my wife, she was part of the producing. She helped me to shot um the screen, the scenes. And in 48 hours we all had to create this movie. And it's something for people to come out and see on July 10th. That's the Wednesday. I think they'll be showing online also, but I have not much information for that, other than persons can visit the 48-hour film project and see what's up with that. And for the Boston's JerkFest, I will play that ad again.
This festival is all about grassroots, promoting and supporting each other.
Hey, Massachusetts and neighboring states on July 12 and 13. Make sure so to roll out and come participate. Celebrate the 11th staging of Boston's JerkFest. It's gonna be phenomenally great. Family fun day, live music, poetry, and all kinds of spicy Caribbean food to satisfy your taste. So roll out with your family and friends at Harvard Athletic Complex. Precisely is the place. 145 North Harvard Street, Massachusetts. Yes, Boston's JerkFest is a 2-day event. So on Friday, July 12th, it's the rum and brew tasting. And on Saturday, July 13th, come and experience an unforgettable historic moment with the reggae ambassadors and Grammy Award winning Third World Band with Kumar Fire, also featuring DJ Rodigan, Poetic Levi, and of course yours truly, the International Reggae and World Music Award nominee, Amaziah the Great, DJ O, DJ Smooth, This and That Band, DJ Nomadic, Tijovi Jinen, and Roots Ali Band. Bring your kids early to enjoy Kids and Culture Zone. Get tickets now. For more info, visit www.bostonjerkfest.com. Thanks to all sponsors and vendors. Tell them precisely.
Solomon ain't gonna do all the nice poem enticing all you wonderful people out there and you amazing women on the screen. Yeah, let me do a poem for you ladies now. And I'm not, Solomon, I'm not trying to steal the ladies, all right? I'm just doing a nice poem for them. Ladies, you are remarkable. You are strong. You're one of God's greatest gifts. Follow him and you'll never go wrong. Shahidah, you are smart, you are noble. Pay keen ears to these words I told you. You see, the skies were overcast and then torrential rain for days. Throughout your darkest moment, you experienced pain for days. Cold and bitter, angry and confused, but be cautious with your steps before you make the wrong moves. And if you're feeling a bit empty right now, somewhat unsatisfied, fret not, for God already sent an angel to be a travel guide. You'll be okay, okay? Just know that God is real. After you overcome the sophisticated phase, you'll be the strongest you ever feel. Nicola Williams, you are remarkable. You are sweet. So trample all hypocrites beneath your feet. Be patient and pray more. You'll be okay. Forget about them who not believe in you because you got no time to play. You are a fighter, a survivor who resists to quit. You're loved. You're a goddess. Boston JerkFest will bring lifetime happiness. Tell them precisely.
Thank you.
Sir.
Thank you. Thank you. They're
That
great.
was excellent. As
They're
always.
great.
Always inspiring. Always inspiring.
Precisely.
Thank you.
So, all right. Yeah, Solomon, how do you feel about the project? The acting. Is there something you want to ask him, Shahidah? You can talk to any one of us as it relates to the project. For the
Well, I did have a couple of questions. Well, I mean,
for me
pretty
or for
basic.
him?
For both of you guys, actually. One, I don't have a lot. I have people over. I'm actually having a barbecue, and I'm not
No?
on the grill right now.
Oh, so you having barbecue? You never invite us?
No, I didn't. I'm sorry. Next time, I
Okay.
got
Well, I'm about to get some barbecue on the 13th, so it's all good. It's all right. I'm good.
So this the because I thought about doing this project. So you wrote the project, right?
Yeah.
It was inspired. You're giving like kind of like a blank genre, and then you go from there.
As it relates to the short movie.
Yeah.
So
So it's not something that I mean, you're actually given like words and a genre to pick from, and then you go ahead and film it there. Like,
so
how
the
is
thing
that
is,
process?
how it works. So I mean, 40 groups came together,
Mm-hmm.
and
And that's a lot in itself.
they have about 10 people in each. They have 10 groups because there's
Mm-hmm.
4 groups from A to D. Now, one group have our groups have maybe 8-9 people or so. Yeah, I'm just because it's just I just call up some people short notice. I did reach out to you on WhatsApp, but it seems like your WhatsApp. When I check your WhatsApp, it was today when I check your WhatsApp and I see the last time you was on WhatsApp was from May, And I was like, wow.
Yeah.
So if I knew, I would have reached out to you on your text
Mm-hmm.
message. So when your co-host Tracy reached out and say, yeah, she would do it, I'm like, it's last minute. So the day before, so it was 7:30 when they gave us, we had to randomly take a selection, whatever comes up, we would use, we would do. So it's nothing we can pre-plan. But
Mm-hmm.
everything was already me from what I picked. They gave us a character that we had to use, and they also gave us a line that we had to say. So all these
Oh.
props and all those stuff, they want to make sure these are implemented so persons don't try cheat the game and do something that they had before. There's also a part where I had to be wearing sunglasses. So these were, the tasks I had to just complete. So when I saw, because when you make a selection, two option comes up. Mine was sci-fi and inspirational. I don't know nothing about no sci-fi. So when I see inspirational, the very first thing come, there is a young poet that I inspire, and I call him up and I say, hey, I would want you to play this role or that role. He never knew what I was doing. And then I was busy the day after. I started about something past 5 o'clock. I completed. I start about after 4. I finished writing about 1 o'clock. And then we did some parts that evening, and the morning we resumed. We finished up, and that was it.
That was a lot.
It was a lot, but
That was a lot. And the fact that, you were actually given the props and the genre, you had to be creative enough to come up and at least focus it around what you ultimately feel is a good project for you. Because I felt like Suleiman's part was so dead on him. Like, just from the little scene that I saw, that was like perfectly written for him
yes, yes,
because
yes, yes.
he is so inspired by you. So I wanted to ask him, you said you had a great time, you were laughing while you're doing. Does this inspire you to do something very similar? Because you are so, articulate with and love words. Would you think about creating something like this for yourself?
I want to say, first of all, I just want to say thank you for just Nicola, first of all, for just your comment on my poem. And if I speak from the heart, then Amaziah speaks from the entire soul, from all the depths. And what's so interesting is I read a lot of poetry, I read a lot of books, and for anyone watching, I haven't really met poems like Amaziah's. I read them and I can just hear his voice in my head, and his poems in his book, Don't Cry, they're just, which you can buy right now. They not only have,
He is your hype man.
they not only have humor, they not only have just rhetoric and all the jazz that poets use, but it also has wisdom, and it also has truth to it. And you just learn something, you get entertained. It's a worthwhile time. So I just want to say thank you again for Amaziah for sharing your poem, and that he has these memorized. And I remember during one of the events on his birthday, he recited about 6-7 of them in a row, completely from memory, and they were all quality. They were all from his book, and they were all long. So just thank you for that. And I'm just grateful to be in this opportunity. It feels like a little pocket of just goodness, and where people like you come together and they can just talk freely, and they can share poems, they can promote their events which help each other. And the whole thing with success or any poems or any endeavor is that it's never a single person, it's always many people. It's every time it's the entire world working, and all that's fueling that is love. So thank you all for your love, for all the unseen acts that I know you do to keep this world running and this stream running.
You are a part of the team, Solomon. So whatever, like I mentioned before, anything I do, Pawtucket Poetry does, you will be a part of it. And it's quite interesting to know that once, by the way, Pawtucket Poetry people, it's every week. Monday. Oh, that's tomorrow. Wow. So open mic continues at Pawtucket Poetry on a weekly basis. So if persons are interested in want to come and perform open mic, these are the 3 days in July. Tomorrow night, 6:30 to 8:30, it's early. Tuesday the 16th and on Monday the 22nd. So yes, Pawtucket Poetry, I should also add that is the reason why, I connect with, most of these poetic space here in Rhode Island. And I say maximum respect to the Mrs. Lori Kirkland, so yeah, the journey
You got a
continue.
great team.
We never
You
stop.
have a great team. I do have to jump, but I do encourage all of you all to listen to our podcast, Little State, Big Voices, every Monday. Again, we try and focus on, people in Rhode Island and in Massachusetts, because both Tracy and I are from Boston. We're originally from Boston. I've been here in Rhode Island 20 years, and Tracy has been in Rhode Island 5, I believe. 5. So, we have that connection. Well, I think Tracy likes to say, two women, 2 states, 1 love, So, but anyway, so it was very nice meeting both of you. Suleiman, I have seen you before. Keep up the good work. You have a great mentor in Amaziah, and I appreciate that he is always so giving, so energetic, so about the community, always showing up, always there for everybody else. You don't really get that kind of energy from everyone all the time. So I do always want to show up for you, sir, because you are always out there showing up for everyone else. And I hope that you guys have a good Sunday, rest of the Sunday, and again, thank you for inviting me to be on your live. I appreciate
Before you
it.
go, Shahida, real
Mm-hmm.
quick. Tell them tell persons, not just who's on the live, but who be watching the afterlife, how they can watch your podcast, what platform are they on, and send shout outs to whoever you want to shout before you go.
Well, you can catch our podcast on, all social medias. Definitely Spotify actually shows video now, so you can catch us actually on Spotify and see the video, as well as YouTube. Instagram, we have our page, Instagram, Little State Big Voices on Instagram, Facebook, and not Google anymore, because I think Google doesn't do podcasts, but definitely Apple Podcasts and Amazon. So you can catch us there. And I'd just like to shout out my co-host Tracy. I mean, she makes doing this every single week great and entertaining, and also she keeps me motivated. So I'll give that shout out to her.
So will I see you at the screening of the movie? Because
You
your girl is there, and yeah, so
You will see me. You will definitely see
definitely.
me. Tracy's out of town,
Yeah, she told
but
me.
I will definitely be there.
So will
I'm
I be?
excited. I can't wait to see this.
They say it's a free world, free speech. Fear not. If you've got your story to share, there's a global audience anticipating to hear. Be bold, be truthful, tell them precisely. Join us on youtube.com, Great Amaziah, for the TDP Show. Sundays at 5 p.m. And this is not about just interviewing artists only, but we want to interview everybody. Players of instruments, comedians, poets, actors, actresses, dancers, people with talents who now get fair share. And remember, it's all about honesty, the truth about your opinion. We want the world to know. Amaziah the Great, tell them precisely.